Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video I am going to be setting up my debt snowball spread for the month of February, which is why I have February stickers. But I wanted to go ahead and come into my debt snowball as well as debt payoff plan spread for the month of January, just because if you guys have not seen the video of me setting up this whole spread, I definitely suggest it. It was my first spread of 2020, and if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, then you guys know that I've been doing this spread for over a year now. And I'm just really excited to film this video and kind of talk to you guys about how my month has gone and how much I've been able to pay off for my debt. As we know, last month I had one more credit card to pay, which was my PayPal credit. And once again, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know that was the biggest debt that I had. And it was almost kind of like a monster to me, which I've mentioned time and time again. And I'm just excited to get started. So let's go ahead and go to the page, to the very last page of the month, which is right next to my weekly check-in spread. If you guys are wondering what planner this is the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner in the 7x9 size. And I think I'm gonna white this out. BRB. So in my debt snowball spread, I like to, I've started putting also my student loans, which for the longest I was really debating if I wanted to pay them off in full, just because, and honestly even now I'm still kind of debating if I want to pay them all off or if I want to maybe save that money. The reason being is because I honestly see myself going back to get my master's. I honestly don't know if what I'm doing currently is kind of feeding into that, or if what I'm doing currently is going to be able to pay tuition to get my master's. So that's kind of something that I am now thinking about, now that something really great has happened with my debt snowball, which I will go ahead and tell you guys right now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get my stickers here and lay them down. This is one of the patterns that I had in my shop for February, and I wasn't able to use it. I was using the cherries one all month just because the cherries screamed me, but I really love this watercolor floral pattern. So we have that, and I have my kind of mock debt snowball spread here that I've made just so that I have all of my marbles together. And we're once again going to be starting with PayPal here, which this is something super exciting to be talking about, and for the longest I never thought that I was going to get to this place. And I'm really happy to tell you guys that I actually was able to pay off my PayPal credit card this month. And the way that I was able to do that was just working extremely hard with my shop, which is something that I am super grateful, and I always tell you guys how thankful I am for every single one of you guys who decide to support me, watching these videos, buying my stickers, or being a Patreon. It honestly, all of your support really does not go unnoticed, and it has helped me to get to this place. And I am not shy or scared to say that, because I pretty much owe all this to you guys and to your support, and I could never not thank you guys for it. So I finally paid off all of my credit card debt, which is kind of crazy to say, but I was able to do it. So I am just going to write down the APR for this, which I always suggest that when you're trying to look at all of your debts, you definitely know the APR, just so that you know how much interest it is that you're paying per card, and kind of from there see if you want to do the debt snowball method, which is the method that I've been doing for a year now, which is paying off the card or the debt with the least balance, or you can do the debt avalanche method, which is tackling the debt with the highest interest. It just is all personal preference and what it is that you want to do. The reason I really stuck with the debt snowball method was because I really enjoyed having that instant gratification of paying off a debt sooner than I would be able to pay it off if I was doing the debt avalanche method. Of course, we all have different situations, different lives, and in the long run I have read that you pay less interest doing the debt avalanche method, which is, I believe, the method that the budget mom actually did when she was paying off her debt. So the minimum for PayPal this month was $46. And then I did make an additional payment of $963 with 45 cents. And that was the additional payment that I made. At first, I was really debating whether I wanted to put all that money into that, just because I'm also trying to save money. I want to eventually move out of my house, and it's just a lot going on. But after really thinking about it, I felt like this was going to take some weight off my shoulders. And now that I've done it, I just feel so much better, so much more accomplished, and it was just the perfect, I think, birthday present to myself to be able to do that and to have you guys by my side to be able to accomplish things like this. So yeah, let me not get too sappy in here, but the next sets that I have in here are going to be my student loans, which for the most part I think I will be tackling in the beginning up until I really think about my career and the future and what it is that I really want to do, because as you guys know, I'm doing interpretation courses right now to help me pass the court interpreter state exam, but I also want to go, like I mentioned, back to school, get my master's, and it's just a really, I think, a long road that I don't want to rush into, because there's, I think, so much time to really focus on things that you want to do. And right now what I'm doing is making YouTube videos and making stickers, and that makes me happy. Of course, I don't know if I'll be doing this forever, and as sad as that sounds, I think it's a good thing to be able to choose what it is that you want to do and what in the long run is going to make you happy. So yeah, I said I wasn't going to get sappy, and there I was again. Okay, so I don't put any balance for this, and I do have them all together, at least the way that my lender has it. It's really weird. I'm under Great Lakes, I believe. That's my student loan creditor, and it's just, the app is really weird, to be honest with you. So I don't put the APR because I'm going to list them all into letters. So I have loan A through F. The minimum for these, though, is $130.77, and I didn't make any additional payments because with, oh, that's great, because with the debt snowball method, you go ahead and focus on just one at a time instead of putting extra payments in any other ones. So I'm quickly just going to write loan A through F. And I'm going to write the balances. So for loan A, I'm still going to be doing the debt snowball method. I really like it, so I'm just going to stick with it. I owe $1,113 with 69 cents. That is a 4.04 APR. Loan B is $2,383 with 52 cents. APR for this is 4.41%. As you guys can see, the APR for my loan is so much lower than my credit cards ever were, and that's kind of the crazy thing that you don't think about when you open up credit cards and when you actually start using them, that the APRs on most of these credit cards is crazy. Next, for loan C, I owe $2,503 with 81 cents, and this is a 4.8 APR. Loan D, I owe $3,426 with 85 cents, and this is a 4.04 APR. Next is loan E, which is $3,427 with 37 cents, and this is a 4.41% APR. And then last but not least, for loan F, I owe $5,303 with 9 cents, and this is a 4.2 APR. So then what I like to do here is, since this is the minimum payment for all of these, I just go ahead and make a line down here to reflect that, and then just dashes all around because I don't or haven't made extra debt payments on these because I was focusing on paying off PayPal first. And I'll go ahead and do my totals and let you guys know how much I owe in total now, which is just going to be my student loans, which is so So crazy for me to say. That's so crazy. Okay, so the balance for all of my debt as of February is $18,158.33. And then I put a dash for APR. For my minimum, I ended up paying $176.77, and the additional payment I made this month was $963.45. Okay, so now that I have my debt snowball spread all set up, I'm going to do my debt payoff plan, which is something that has definitely not only opened my eyes, it has helped me plan out how much money I am going to be putting towards my debt and kind of have a goal for me to be able to put that much money. And I'm just going to get one of these debt payoff plan script stickers, and I don't have really a specific way to do this. I just like to break up this section into months and kind of set up a goal for myself of money that I want to put towards debt. Of course, this isn't going to always be exactly how much you put, and the closer you get to the next month will make it easier to estimate and sort of set up this goal of how much you can actually put into your debt. So I definitely am very realistic with how much I'm going to be putting per month because I have other bills to pay, you know? So for this page, I like to use these little calendar stickers. They are from Erin Condren. They come in a pack, and I typically like to use little flags. So I'm going to be doing up to May. Just because I like to do debt payoff plans for the first half of the year, and then later I like to go into the second half. Just to once again be accurate and realistic about the amounts that I'm putting into these spreads. So I'm going to put February, which I just got my nails done, of course. I'm sure you guys have noticed by now. So it is a little bit harder for me to put these on. Okay, so for February, I had set a goal for myself last month to put around $1,000 towards my PayPal, which essentially I did do that if you combine both the minimum and the additional payment. So I am just going to be putting the additional payment in here though. So the extra debt payment for this month was $963.45, and those $963.45 were used to pay off PayPal. Next, in March is when I'll start tackling my student loan debt. And for this, I believe I'm still going to be sticking with the same goal that I set up for last month, which is putting $1,000 towards my student loan. So that's going to be towards loan A, which I could, depending on how the month goes and how like sales are at my Etsy shop, I am going to see if maybe I can put the whole amount, but as of now, I'm just going to be very realistic because $1,000 is already a lot of money that I'll be putting into there. So I'm gonna put here the $1,000 are going to go towards loan A. Then next we have April and May. And for these, I'm just going to put them exactly where these are, or at least try. Okay. And for April, I think for the most part, I'm keeping the same goals. I think so. Like I mentioned, I want to move out. I don't know when exactly that's happening, and kind of have something set in my mind as to the month that I want to move. So I don't want to put as much money, and I want to also prioritize saving money. So for April, it's going to stay the same at $620, and I put $620 just so that I can put around 120 towards loan A. So that's going to be to pay off loan A. And then the rest, which is $500, is going to go towards loan B. And then for May, I am going to set a goal of $600 towards that, and that's all going to loan B because that would be the next debt in my debt snowball. So I'll just put $600 towards loan B. Oops, can't spell loan without an A. Okay, so that's, I think, going to pretty much be it for this spread. Once again, I want to go ahead and thank you guys, and I probably sound like a broken record going on and on about how thankful I am to you guys, but I really, really am. And I'm just so happy to be free of credit cards. It just feels really good, guys, and I'm really happy. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, as well as make sure to tap on that notification bell twice so you guys can get notifications whenever I upload my next video, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.